Obviously, as a language teacher, one of the issues that does arise is the question of language proficiency, and some students have a lot of difficulty in communicating in English. Now, I came to Hong Kong in 1988 and I started teaching in a secondary school. There were some students whose English was not that strong and they felt a bit alienated. And what I did was I actually slowed my English right down, not to the point where it is so slow it is boring and monotonous, but just fast enough so that meaning could emerge. So I slowed right down, and I used to try and encourage them in many different ways. I would talk to them outside class. I would chat to them in very simple English, using English which I knew they could understand, and try and build up their confidence in that way. I would also allow Chinese to be spoken in the classroom when they were working on a task, but the final product would be something in English. Maybe they had to write a short story, or they had to give a presentation in English. But in preparing for that, they were allowed to use Chinese, which is something not all English teachers will allow. So I tried to give them opportunities to be more comfortable in the lessons. And I introduced various activities, such as when it came to giving homework, I played what I pretended was the translation game. I said, I'm going to give you all practice in translation now. I'm going to give you the homework in English, and I want the boy on the right to translate for the boy on the left. And so I always made sure that the students knew exactly what their homework was through playing this translation game. So that helped them a little bit. And then another little trick was, let's say they had 10 questions they had to answer in a grammar exercise. I would walk around the class and I would just observe. And let's call the student Philip. I had a student called Philip who was quite weak in English, quite low in confidence. But I would notice he had question 3 right. So I would do question 1, who knows the answer? Question 2, anybody know? Question 3, how about you, Philip? So it would look random, but actually I knew he had it right. And then I could give him some praise, encourage him in this way. So a little bit of psychology would also help. So just finding ways to build their confidence and to make sure they fully understand what's going on in the lesson. All these can help a student with language difficulties.